finals course. This is Kai McCauley and Sasha. Lauren Duckworth is our judge. Kai McCauley, just 10 years old, already an experienced agility handler. We have quite a few junior handler success stories here this weekend. Perhaps we will see Kai in years to come. A nice piece of handling there to get through the difficult part of the course, up and over the dog walk, gets that contact easily. To the number 12 tunnel, does a blind cross after the tunnel. Nice job by Kai to get Sasha to this outside loop. And he's going to make those young legs run. Here comes Sasha into that loop tunnel, looking for that seesaw. Gonna have to go way out the tip. Yes. And Kai gets ahead and we go to the finish. The time of 68.38 for Sasha and young Kai McCauley. Congratulations for making it here into the finals. We are now moving the jumps up to the 8-inch height. And we are going to see not only WAO USA team member Dee Gamble, but her 14-year-old Shelby Kelsey still running strong. Our Able Ring crew, headed up by Chris Simons, gets the course ready for this 8-inch division, getting that next 200 wall jump ready to go. And here comes international competitor Dee Gamble and Kelsey. Lauren Duckworth, our judge extraordinaire, gives the thumbs up, signifying the course is indeed ready for 14-year-old Kelsey. And good job by Kelsey to get that windmill entry. Still going strong. And Dee Gamble smiling all the way, knowing it's such an honor to run Kelsey here today. This dog has had many exciting competitions throughout her career. Dee Gamble, of course, being right there next to her. And what a true champion this dog is. She gets to run in the final and celebrate keep running. What a great dog and handler combination. Dee Gamble, WAO USA team with her wonderful Shelby Kelsey. We are getting the course ready for our 8-inch regular class. That means we will add a double R jump. The competitor to come has 2 dogs in this class, both of them Papillons. First, we will see Oliver. Our handler is Llewellyn Horsley, who we have seen a couple of times up on the podium, earning the right to bring home some bling from this year's UKI US Open. 2 off, 2 on, 2 off. What a nice job. Turns tightly to the number 12 tunnel. Looking for the double and clears that easily. The second blue tunnel, a lot of blue tunnels out here. I count 4. Tunnel Palooza out here on this finals course. Way out to tip that seaside. Let's bring it home. Laverne Horseman and Oliver. Great job. And fresh from our challengers round, this competitor just worked really hard to be the top dog in the age division in the challengers round, earning the right to be here in the finals. This is Sophie Young and Lexington. Lexington, a little terrier. Tight turn out of our first blue tunnel. Nice job in the threadle onto the dog wall. Line cross out of tunnel number 12 over the double. A kick out to number 14. Wagging that tail all the way. Here comes Lexington. That was Sophie Young and Lexington. We will be taking just about 3 or 4 minutes because our next handler is Laverne Horseman, and because the class is relatively small, we want to make sure that she gets enough time to catch her breath. I want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. Without our sponsors of this UKI US Open, we would not be able to run this event. Our main sponsors here this year, Ultimate Agility, Four-Legged Flicks, of course, providing the live streaming and downloads and flash drives for all of our competition here. Thank you to Four-Legged Flicks. EMB Monogramming, you have seen them out behind box 16 in the mezzanine. They can monogram any shirt you may have, pants that you may have. They are one of our main sponsors, so thank you to EMB Monogramming. All the equipment you see out here is available for purchase. Max 200 from New York are the providers of all this great equipment. They can be found behind box number 24. Just say hi to Al or Irene. Say thank you so much for lugging all this equipment from New York, and perhaps you can bring some of it home. We saw our Hittit.com biathlon course being finished this morning, thanks to Mary Lou Hanlon for being one of our sponsors with Hittit.com. Advanced Canine Rehabilitation Center was the sponsor of our games class, so thank you to them for providing us with this opportunity to hold this event. And of course, CleanRun.com, also one of our major sponsors here at the UKI US Open. So thanks to all our sponsors, as well as to all our vendors. Feel free to go a little bit more shopping as we wait for our action to start again. And a big shout out to all of our volunteers. All of you are not just running your dog, but volunteering your time to sit in the rings, perhaps be a scribe, set some bars, build courses. We really appreciate all the hard work from all of our volunteers. So thank you for all our volunteers. of course, again, we see again the Le Mans horseman, this time with a Papillon. This is Bo. We do have someone who has lost a pair of car keys, so if we could ask everybody's help to look around as you are walking about. If you do find some car keys, we would appreciate if you turn them in either to the volunteer table or up here at the announcer's booth. A lost set of car keys, if you can help just to take a look around wherever you are. The owner of those would love to see them return safely. So with a little shake of the head, Bo says those are interesting loopholes. Something good smelling right here for sure. It is the red dirt of Georgia. So our handler of Van Horseman decides to go on and give little Bo a chance to show what else he's got here on the course. Easily over that wall jump. Goes through the gap for the inside of the 270. Proudly looks around at the down on the dog walk. Turns to the number 12 tunnel on the outside, looking to turn to number 13, the double, and the outside for 14. And I think Bo is just having fun here now. We'll see how far he has to go out of the seats. Oh, way out. Here comes the Von Horseman and Bo. Congratulations to the Vermont for having 2 dogs here in the 8-inch division finals. We saw this handler on the podium earlier. This is Susan Randolph and Phaser, the Papillon. Manages to come off of that plane for the dog walk, incurring a fault on that contact. Certainly an enthusiastic worker. A lot to say on the end of that seesaw. Here they come, running right to the finish. That was Susan Randolph and Phaser. And here we have a lovely little dog walk to start. I believe this is the only Cavalier King Charles Spaniel here. Maybe there's another I haven't remembered. This is a spunky little character named Gracie, with Rebecca Petoskey doing the handling. A nice blending into the arena dirt here, those red ears flying, the tail acting as a rudder. Quite a fine looking dog out there. Approaches the dog walk nicely and hits that yellow contact. 13 and 14 are no problem, looking to clear that double and make the turn to the jump number 14. Takes it from the correct side. And now we see Rebecca Potsky put on the afterburners to get Gracie onto the seesaw. And there they go, with a flying finish. Gracie, the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, and Rebecca Petoskey. Lots of little Papillons here in this 8-inch division. Next we will see Jane Saunders and Frankie. He carefully gets through those weak bolts, every last one of them. Through that number 1 blue tunnel, we have 4 blue tunnels out here today. The reverse 270 accomplished expertly job on the dog walk, tight through the slice jump to number 12. And really keeping up the pace here. Time so far, 55 seconds or so. Well, only the time of James Saunders and Frankie. 60.86 is the time, and a clean round with only 3 more dogs to go in this 8-inch category. Who will be on the podium as the national champion? Will it be Papillon James and Eileen Williams? Also burning up some time here on this course with a nice running dog walk. Eileen and James making fast time on this course here. A little turnaround after the double approaches the number 16 jump, 14 jump I should say. James has a lot to say about that seesaw. Moves right to the end, 51.94. So this now is the fastest time with just 2 dogs to go. We saw Mike Litchfield and Haas up on the podium earlier. Now he's out here on course. Pembroke Welsh Corgi, Haas.
Right here. No time. Good boy.
Litchfield and Haas. And the big cheer, 51.85, the fastest time so far by Mike Litchfield and Haas. And last but not least, podium winner Betsy Lynch with Wren on course now. The highest seed at the top of the 8 going from each category. The best in round 2 was this competitor right here. Round 2 found Betsy Lynch at the top of the heap in the 8-inch category, and now she's doing a great job with little Red here. Looking to be on the podium once again for 2015 UKI US Open. That is a happy little package. 44.72, we can probably safely say, unofficially of course, that our 8-inch champion is Betsy Lynch and Ren. An exciting finish.
This one, of course, is the complicated one. And then you measure it.
We will now move up into our 12-inch division. We have 9 dogs in this 12-inch division. 2 of them WAOT members, 1 from 2015 and 1 who has earned the spot here in 2016. And speaking of WAO team members, here is Linda Wolfer and her internationally acclaimed dog, Supersonic. She represented the U.S. in the 300 division over in the Netherlands.
Over. Around.
9 dogs in this 12-inch blue fight. The top 8, of course, plus the dog from the challengers round. And unfortunately, a fault there. But a nice effort by WAO team member Linda Wolfer and Supersonic. And now we will see something exciting here. This is a poodle on crack. Of course, this is Iggy. Terry Herman, not a stranger to agility competition, having competed in agility since 1989. That's 26, soon to be 27 years that Terry Herman has been competing in agility. More than 3 times longer than our youngest competitor, Patty Powell, has been alive. And look at Iggy go. Easily makes it to number 14, way ahead of Terry to that blue tunnel. Terry has a chance to catch up here on the seesaw. Wants to make sure the contact is held. And And with a time of 44.55 and a clean round, Terry Herman and miniature poodle Iggy. Up next, blending into the dirt as well, this is Rodent and Lori Zucker. Here comes little Rodent. Up on the dog walk, best time so far, 4.55. Will little Rodent do that? Will he pick up some speed here on the outside of the course? This is a long course. Lauren Duckworth, the designer and judge from Alabama. Here comes little Rodent. On to the seesaw, making sure to get the contact and wait over the hand. 51.63, the time for Lori Zucker and Rodent. Now, of course, is a Jack Russell Terrier. This is Mouse and Tracy Lugario. Nice blind cross after that wall jump. We saw blazing time by Terry Herman and Iggy. That's going to be a tough time to beat that 4.55. Almost doing a good job here on the course. Bangs that one down. 47.70 is the time for Tracy Lugario and Mouse. On course now is Cynthia Glover and her miniature poodle. This is Summer. more dogs left to go here in this 12-inch height category. This is our one and only Chinese crested mare this weekend of the outer cuff variety. Nice weak-pull entry by Ziggy, led by Estelle Robinson. Tight from our jump into our first yellow, I should say blue time. And unfortunately the outside of that 270 should have been that inside, making it quite a few degrees less. That was really some nice work on the weak pulls by Estelle and Ziggy. Nice to see such a great working Chinese crested here. Really fabulous dog. Let's hear it for Ziggy and Estelle Robinson. Nice working dog. And again, we're going to see Linda Wooler. We saw her earlier with her Happy Supersonic WAO team member, and now with her WAO alternate team member, Frenzy. Squeaking all the way, like a little sweet toy, tight through the turns. Looking to come through the gap and does so safely. And a nice fast running dog through. Turns to number 12, looking to clear the double. And here they come, the time to beat is 44.55. And 45.83 finishes it for Linda Roller and Frenzy. So only two more dogs here in this 12-inch division. Who will be our 12-inch champion? Will it be Roger O'Sullivan, who is now a 2016 WAO team member with Keebler, his corgi, having won on a spot from the biathlon competition? Took the top 8 in each of these height categories. The time to beat is 44.55. And showing one should be a member of the WAO team with a time of 41.68. That was Roger O'Sullivan and his corgi Keebler. They will be going to England to represent the USA for the WAO competition. Last but not least, the top dog in round 2, cumulative from 1 and 2, Brittany Imhoff and Bilbo, the Papillon. Named for his resemblance to that very famous Hobbit. Tight turn to the weaves. What a pleasure to see this little character run. A little miscue there. Safely through the backside of that 270. Hard for Brittany Imhoff to keep up. Unfortunately, that little bit of miscommunication causing a refusal. And taking the wrong side of that jump as well. But what an effort here by this very hefty little Bilbo. Let's bring Bilbo home, running his heart out all the way to the finish. They were bringing Imhoff and Bilbo. So it looks like our 12-inch winner, our champion for 2015 will be Roger O'Sullivan and Keebler. So not only today has he earned the right to represent over in England this coming May, but now being the 12-inch UKI 2015 national champion. So congrats to Roger O'Sullivan. And our next competitor here, as we have raised the jump bars to the 16-inch division, Judy Riley has 2 dogs in this division. She will start off with her Border Collie Rivet. This is Judy Riley and Rivet. Some fancy footwork to get safely through that back corner from 8 to 9. Judy gives a little front of the hand to show that secondary tunnel over that double easily on the correct approach to number 14. Looking for a tight turn to the seesaw. 39.42 is the time for Judy Riley and Rivet. She does have 2 dogs in this competition. On course now is the winner of our Challengers round, making its way in here. So we have 9 dogs in total in each class. This is John McConnell in Islington. Jump number 8 and 9 proving to be difficult. And here comes John, finishing it up in style. John McConnell in Islington. And the second of our 9 dogs competing here in this 16-inch division will be Diane Goodspeed and her Shepherd Sheepdog. This is Busy. We saw Judy Riley post a time of 39.42. So Diane Goodspeed and all the competitors with them trying to best that time. Nicely over the double. Around the number 14 jump and looking at the finish line here. .72 the time for Busy and Diane Goodspeed. And here's a special dog, a very happy little poodle. Look at that attitude at the start. That is a wonderful thing to see. Says, let's get this party going. I see this is a nice long tour, so I can show my stuff. This is Bella and Karen Beatty Massey. Great tight approach to those weak poles, make quick work of them. Tight turn to the number 5 tunnel, looking to perform this 8 to 9 combo nicely onto the dog walk. Time to beat is 39.42. A little wide from 11 to 12. Coming on to the approach to the closing line here. We see Mary Beatty Massey's long legs be a help here to Bella. You tell her, Bella. 44.95 the time. So nice job by Julie, Bella, and Mary Beatty Massey. With lots of experience in all kinds of ways in agility, this is Linda Mecklenburg and Lucky, her Shetland sheepdog. Linda has competed internationally many, many times, perhaps more than anyone else from the U.S. With many different dogs, nice sweet pole entry by Lucky. Lucky to be with Linda. Such a great handler throughout the years. Look at that 8 to 9 combo. There was no question in Lucky's mind where to go next. Line cross out of the tunnel to save a couple steps easily from 13 to 14. And Lucky way ahead. Get that tunnel, Lucky. Linda's got to run to keep up. He's going to step forward. 40.49, so a little bit more than a second slower than Judy Riley so far, but great run by Linda Mecklenburg and Lucky. And here comes 2015 WAL team member Gina Valley and Sprint. Gina also having shown internationally many times. Also with a great combo 8-9. Good catch there, Major. Keep on going. Your recovery is great. She is really pushing it. Salt and pepper. Wow. 43.77 for Gina Valley. And sprinting right to the finish. Once again now we will see Judy Riley. Will she beat her own best time of 39.42? Only time will tell. Only 3 competitors to go here in this 16-inch division, excuse me. A crossbreed, as it is called in Britain, we prefer the term mixed breed here. This is Judy Riley and Tempest. Judy prefers the term SMT to describe Tempest. And here comes Tempest. Furiously entering the weave hole. You did see our hand up indicating I think Tempest is on fire. So I didn't think I missed that. I'm going to look at that A-frame again. So Tempest is really having fun here. I'm not sure about Judy, but Tempest is having a blast. These dogs don't care if they do the obstacles in the right order. I mean, it really doesn't matter. They're having fun here. And Tempest, boy, can Tempest fly. Show them what you got, Tempest. Make Judy run right to the finish. Yeah, tell her what you mean. And that was Tempest, SMT, and Judy Riley. So Judy Riley still having the fastest time on the course, 39.42. Only 2 more dogs to go, one of them being a WAO by half 39.42 is the time to beat. Only two competitors can snatch that medal out of Judy Riley's hand. We did see part of that wall jump go down, unfortunately, with just a tick of a nail from Maddie. Having a nice run, though. We'll see what the time is. Roy, I think that Jenna Williams certainly can keep up the speed with Maddie. A little slow on the seesaw here. But a nice time of 40.59 with just a tick of a nail on that wall jump. And speaking of world class, this of course is Jen Pinder, current WAO team member 2015 with biathlon bronze winning Britain. 39.42 is the team to beat. That will be the time to beat. Jen sporting a lovely shirt with gray and pink. That is a running dog walk. Unfortunately, the A-frame, I should say the down contact missed. But she is going to see what the time is going to be here. She certainly is having a great time. Sometimes with speed, a little of this and a little of that will be good. 42.81, a respectable time for Jen Pinder of Britain. So it looks like our first dog, unofficially of course, could be the winner in this 16-inch division. We believe it will be Judy Riley and Rivet as the winners for 2015 16-inch division. That is unofficial, of course. I only call them as I see them, but with a time of 39.42, that looked really good. She started it off strong, and none of these 8 other competitors could keep up with Judy Riley, not even Tempest. We will switch our course now to the 16-inch select group. There will be 8 dogs in the select group. So we will start off with our 16-inch select group. To start us off will be Pamela Fish and Edge, earning the right to be here through winning the 16-inch select challengers round. Looks like a nice little Australian Shepherd. Unfortunately, a bar down there. Nice stop on that dog walk contest with an extra jump taken by Edge. And certainly enthusiastically working through this course. Congratulations for Pamela Fish and Edge to make it here to the finals. We have 7 more dogs in this group. My apologies, we have Pamela Fish on course now with her border collie edge. This is actually Pamela Fish. We believe she came from the challenge round. 41.68 is the time. Nice to see a Labrador Retriever out here today. I believe this is one of two Labrador Retrievers and a very enthusiastic one. This is Hazel, handled today by Lady Anakini, originally from France. Nice turn by Hazel. Nice athletic looking Labrador Retriever. And Layla gets Hazel nicely around that 8 to 9 jump combination. Running to the number 12 tunnel, looking for number 13, the outside of number 15. And Layla is running for her life here to get Hazel into the correct end of the tunnel. And here she comes all the way to the finish. 56.34, great job by Layla Anakini and Hazel, the Labrador Retriever. Great to see you here in the finals. What an honor.
Can I get a replacement bar setter over here in the corner for the apron? I need a replacement bar setter. Thank you. I need directionals.
Jump it real good now. Marion Barry steps up to be part of the ring crew here. Looking to keep the bars up there with jumps number 13 and 14.
Directionals were very poor.
Somebody said by the tunnel.
I think it was great.
Gotcha.
Sitting in the chairs and gotcha. Where's the bar?
Got it.
The bar.
Yep. Got it.
And in this 16-inch select, we actually have a handler with 2 dogs in this group. Katie Oldschlager has 2 dogs, one an Australian Shepherd and one a Border Collie running here in this heat. We are in the 16-inch division, just taking a chance for our judge, Laura Duckworth from Alabama, to make sure the scoring is correct on all of our dogs. Lots of great competition to come. We still have our 20, 22, and 26-inch competitors. Some of them winners from the Challengers round, some of them WAO team members. So lots of talented competition coming up. And as we are taking just a few moments to make sure that our scoring table has everything correct. Feel free to wander around, perhaps check out our vendors and say thank you to our sponsors. I also do want to thank not just all our volunteers who have worked here so hard, but all of those who have organized this event as well. We have Greg and Laura Derrick, who have helped organize this event, and of course Monica Percival, who is part of organizing the WAO, the inventors of the WAO, Monica Percival and Greg Derrick. I want to thank our team coach, Loretta Mueller, for being here. We have more than 100 dogs who are vying for a spot on the 2016 WAO team. Team coach Loretta Mueller, as well as team assistant coach Mike Padgett, will be helping to decide who will be on the team. Monica Percival from Clean Run, also one of the organizers of this event, will have something to say about that as well. At the conclusion of this event, they will watch video after video after video to try to determine, based on points, video watching, and a few win-ons to see who will be our team members. And we're right back on track now. And this must be Katie Olschlager with her border collie, Merritt. That was Katie Olschlager on Merritt. Of course, now we have Carol Greer and her border collie. This is Remedy. Remedy and Carol Greer doing a fine job on this course so far. Gets that contact, number 11 and 12 into the bag. A little run by number 14 there. And here comes Remedy. Nice pass finish for Carol Greer and Remedy. There's 3 more dogs here in this 16-inch select class. And of course, now is Nadine Schran and Monza. Nadine and Monza doing a great job here on the course. Some fast work into those blue tunnels. And a refusal at the blue tunnel, unfortunately. This is Shannon Kelly and Edie. Nice entry into the weak hold by Dean. Into that blue tunnel, looking to clear that wall jump. Through the gap nicely. Now, no question in Dean's mind about where to go next. Around the close side through the tunnel approach. Lines it up nicely to number 14, unfortunately the wrong side. Keeping up the speed, happy to be running here in the finals. Let's hear it for Shannon Kelly and Dean. Nice effort, Shannon Kelly and Dean. From round 2, of course we're running in reverse order. That is Lovely Fontaine and Sweet. Was the number 1 dog in round 2. Now we'll see if it will be Dudley and Sweet on the podium as our 2015 champion for the 16-inch select. Nice job from Kate tonight. Line across to approach the dog walk. Gets that dog. Dustin winning on the outside corners, supporting in the bags, safely to the outside of 15, keeps the dogs up, through the tunnel, directly into the big tunnel, 7, down here for the seesaw. And with a time of 41.59, unofficially, of course, our new 2015 UKI and US Open champion in the 16-inch select, Dudley Fontaine and Sweet. So, some great competition right to the end. Dudley was first in round 2, and now proves it was no accident. She is the new 2015 16-inch select champion. We will move up to our 20-inch select height. We have 3 competitors at this height who have earned the right to be here. Fresh from winning the Challengers round in his 20-inch select division, many times on the podium have we seen Richard Hickey and his dog, Duke. Carefully ducking into that number 6 tunnel over the wall jump. Gets the correct side of that number 9 jump. Into the contact. And a little redirection from Richard. Duke goes on to the blue tunnel number 2. Picking up speed here towards the latter part of this course. Easily tips the seesaw and over the right hole. 52.94 is the time for Duke and Richard Eggy. Also on the podium has been this handler yet to come. Only 3 dogs in this 20-inch select. Samantha Saldana and her Labrador Retriever, Sadie. So the time to beat here in the 20-inch select, 52.94. And here comes Sadie. Carefully through that number 8-9 combination. Tight right turn from 13 to number 12 tunnel. Picking up speed here in the latter part of the course, into the correct end of tunnel number 16. And here they come, 58.24 the time. So Richard Iggy still with the time to beat. Last and least, but not last but not least, this is a golden retriever named Aspen with Lisa Wells.
Touch it.
Look at those youth balls. They don't have a chance against Aspen. And we see a little panel go down there.
We need our bar setter, Drake. We need our bar setter.
So here comes Lisa Wells and Aspen, taking a second look at that jump number 14. Beautiful looking golden retriever onto the seesaw and flying through the field. That was Lisa Wells and Aspen. It looks unofficially like Richard Eggy is going to be up on the podium once again, perhaps as our 20-inch Select 2015 UKI US Open champion. 52.94 was the time for Richard and Duke. We're going to move on to our 20-inch regular class. We have 9 of you competing. 1 of you earned the right to be here for winning that Clean Run Challengers round. This is, of course, the Clean Run sponsored UKI Nationals Finals. So thank you to Clean Run for sponsoring this particular class. I think the most important one of
To audit your work.
is we are crowning our national champions here.
This is 20. 20 regular. The wall correct.
And Greg gives up on putting that bar lower. I guess Laura is faster. I'm glad he didn't hear that. The winner of our Challengers round, the Clean Run sponsored Challengers round, is Abigail Beasley for the 20-inch dogs. This is Midas. And we see an 8-frame contact missed early on, just missing it by a hair. Nice performance from 8 to 9. Easily onto dog walk contact and saw that extra jump out there and thought it looked pleasing. So let's hear it for Abigail Beasley and Midas, winner of the Clean Run Challengers round. And the crowd goes wild for Maria Duffy and her Australian Shepherd, Tumble.
Lie down. Tumble. Right here.
Here comes Tumpy, doing well so far. Clears that wall jump and safely through 8 and 9. Onto the dog walk and hits that yellow contact. Line cross from 11 to 12. Over that double jump goes Tumble. Here comes Maria, really making it burn here. And tumbling right to the finish. decision, that becomes the new time to beat. All Border Collies left here in this 20-inch height. This is Marianne Worst and Stick. Nice job on the lead balls. Number 5 tunnel is in the books. Takes the long way around. No harm in doing that. Takes a little bit extra time, but keeps it clean. Certainly a stitch. Doesn't seem to have time as a problem. Clears that double easily, and unfortunately an off course on the wrong side for that number 15. But a nice fast performance with just a little ball, 45.30 time for Marianne Worst and Stitch. We saw this competitor on the podium earlier today with her Border Collie. This is Singe and Wendy Williams Weaver. A lot of W's in there. Wendy Williams Weaver. Number 5 tunnel, easily cleared. What will she do here? Very nice, between 8 and 9, but a bar down there. Still going strong though. Number 12 in the books, clears that double easily. Keeping up the speed, and Wendy Williams Weaver now really running fast here. They're getting to the end. Bang goes the seesaw off the end. 42.37 was the time. Really great time. We did see a bar go down there on that number 15 jump. We again see Jenna Williams here. We saw her earlier in one of the other height categories. This time, of course, with her Border Collie dash. You see that nice work in the lead balls into the number 5 tunnel. Number 8 takes this long way as well. Perhaps some of these bigger dogs will choosing to handle it that way to keep up the speed and ensure the accuracy of the performance. Here comes Jenna Williams. Line across out of the tunnel, choosing to be on the left and do a front cross to make sure that seesaw is safe. 45.50. So that is, I believe, our fastest time so far. Only 4 dogs to go, so the time to beat is 45.50. Here comes John Youngwood and his bearded collie. This is Razzles. Razzles sporting a little hairband to keep the bearded hair out of the eyes. And nicely done. A little wide there, but keeping up the speed. Nice and wide, but keeps up the speed. Certainly, John Youngblood has the legs for it. Here he comes. He really knows what he wants to push it. The time to beat is 45.50. Can he do it? And the time of 49.97 now becomes the time to beat with a clean round. We have a bearded collie in first place here. Only 3 dogs left to go. They are all Border Collies. On course now is Kathy Clark with her Border Collie Sage. We are running in reverse ranking, so the dogs to come are the ones who place highest in our round 2 here of the National Championships, sponsored by Cleveland. here in the finals with Sage. That was Kathy Clark and Sage. So just 2 dogs to go here. The time to beat is 39.97. John Youngblood in the top seat so far. Now we have Neo and Susan Rowland. And we have a panel down. So that will be 5 faults. A little extra jump taken by Neil there as he is speeding through this course, but boy, look at that speed. Neil is keeping it right up here. And a nice fast finish for Susan Rowland and Neil. Only 1 dog left to go. Long-time international competitor Linda Mecklenburg up with her Border Collie Wonder. The time to beat is 39.97. Currently in first place, John Youngblood and Border Collie Bearded Collie Razzles. So will it be a Border or a Bearded as the 2015 champion? Nice send to the lead post. 39.97, the time to beat. Linda Mecklenburg, no stranger to tough competition. And unfortunately, we see that tick of a nail on that wall jump. So one of those pesky little walls down, the guns are not doing a good job of watching that. So let's hear it for international competitor extraordinaire Linda Mecklenburg and Wonder. Great effort. So congrats to John Youngblood, had a time of 39.97 in his 20-inch category. To unofficially, of course, be our 2015 20-inch UKI US Open National Champion. Sponsored by Clean and Dry. We will now move the jumps up into the 22-inch division. We have 9 of you competing, and 1 of you fresh from the challengers round. We have 2 Brits and an American checking the course out, making sure everything is tip-top and ship-shape in Bristol fashion. Wanting each challenge to be exactly the same for these 9 dogs to come. Team Greg Garrett helping out here as he always does. Fresh from the challengers round, this is Liz Scott and Owen. Owen is a rescue dog from Glen Highland Farms. Liz involved with rescue dogs on a regular basis. Really excited to win the challengers round with a blazing fast time of 37 and change. So nice to see rescue dogs really shine here. But Liz is going to keep right on going, knowing that she wants to keep Owen happy and flowing. Even though we may have some handling issues, the dog is just as happy to keep going. 40.51 the time for Owen and Liz Scott. A few bobbles on the course, but for this rescue dog from Glen Highland Farms, what a wonderful story to see him here with Liz in the finals at the UKI National Championships. Second up will be a Border Collie as well. This is Stacy Trollinger and Rebel. get gravel through 8 and 9. Catches that area contact and cross to get into the 12 tunnel. Look at that long-end tunnel, but got into the rectum. Over 2.85 and a clean round for Reverend and Stacy Trollinger. On course now we have Juliana Lund and her border collie Carlo. Keeps those handles on that wall jump. 8 and 9, no problem for Carlo. Expert contact performance, line cross after number 12, easily over the double. Keeping up the speed, looking for that correct end of the tunnel, but the handler's too far behind. It's real hard. 39.45 is the time for Harlow and Juliana Lund. Well done. And the Brian Wickenheiser fan club is in attendance here to see Eclipse, the Australian Shepherd, take the stage. Push it real good, says 8 and 9, no problem for this Australian Shepherd. Will this dog eclipse the rest of the competition? The bar now, unfortunately, with speed comes the chance of those bars coming up. And nice seesaw performance. Flying over the last hurdle with a time of 39.02. You did see one bar down for Brian Wickenheiser and Eclipse. And flying close to the sun is Icarus and Brian Fernand. You see an A-frame contact miss, but he's going to make those long legs shine. Nice looking dog. Looking for a little direction from Dad. Inferring your refusal. But boy, can Brian run. Nice line for the tunnel to the seesaw. Nice effort by Brian Ferrand and Icarus. So the time to beat with just 3 dogs to go, Juliana Lund has its fastest time so far, 39.45. We have WAO team member for 2015 and having one on her spot for 2016, this is Cynthia Horner and Spice. Line cross after the number 12 tunnel to keep up the speed. Goes to for herself. Is the time. A little bit behind the 39.45, which is the time to beat. And here comes Fred Waters and an the border collie. Took a good long look at that blue off first tunnel, but gets to the meatballs safely. into the number 5 tunnel, keeps the panels up on the wall, jump through the gap from 8 to 9, and safely into the dog wall. The time to beat 39.45, and we see a refusal here. Tanafon not quite sure which jump was next. It also eats up some time. A really nice first flight of course for Fred and Tanafon. And we finish up with a time of 43.24. Now just 2 dogs to go to see who will be our UKI 2015 champion in the 22-inch division. Will it be this WAO team member, Annie Pyle? She won a bronze medal over in the Netherlands in this past year. This is bright green, Annie Pyle. Safely into the weave poles. Over the number 4 and a tight turn to the number 5. Lieutenant keeps the panels on the right, chooses the outside from 8 to 9. Onto that 8 dog walk, makes the contact easily. Right turn to the tunnel, but she's keeping the speed up over that double bar. Little surf to get over the number 4 tight, keeping up the speed onto the seesaw. Bang it goes, and she's off to the finish. 39.14 the time, so that is now the new time to beat. Only one competitor left can snatch that medal out of the hands of Annie Pyle, who will be our 2015 champion in the hotly contested 22-inch division. This is Sarah Duke and Pete. We saw an A-frame missed on the way down. Nice job from 8 to 9 by Sarah Duke and Pete. That is Pete. Says, I see 2 blue tunnels. One's way out here. I like going long distances. So, sometimes with speed, those kind of mistakes that happen, it's much harder to navigate when you're going fast. So nice effort by Sarah Duke and Pete, but of course, unofficially, our 2015 UKI 22-inch national champion, Annie Pyle, and bright green. Congratulations, 39.14 the time. In close contention second, Juliana Lund and Carlos is in tough competition here in the 22-inch division. That is our quickest, I should say our most competitive division. We'll now take the jumps up to the 26-inch height. So going from one very competitive group in the 22 inches to a really competitive group in the 26-inch division. We have 9 dogs, of course. Mary Lou Hanlon won this spot to be here by being the best dog in 26 inches in the clean run challengers round that we saw in ring 2. She will start us off with her border collie, Mrs. Shazam. Of course, Mary Lou Hanlon, the inventor of the Hit It board and major sponsor of our UKI US Open. So thank you to Mary Lou. And she now has earned the right. She waves to the crowd as any champion would. And in their signature sit up and beg style, what a photo op that is. That is Shazam. Now starting off with Mary Lou Hanlon. 9 dogs again. You'll see a missed contact, I believe, on the A-frame. Nice from 8 to 9. Mary Lou has worked hard here today, not only running and winning the challengers, but now here in the final will be having our prize givings, our podium awards for this national championship right at the conclusion of our race here to see who our national champions will be. On course now is Amber McCune and Torque. Torque is a border collie. They are all border collies here in this 46-inch division. And here comes Amber McCune running it out. 41.14 is the time for Amber McCune and Torque. And up now we have a WAO 2015 team dog. This is Toby, who won a games gold medal over in the Netherlands. Alicia Calhoun not able to run Toby today. And I believe this is her husband doing the honors today. So really accolades go out to this wonderful dog, Toby, a gold medal winner overseas. And Alicia, of course, having been on no stranger to international competition herself. Let's hear it for Alicia Calhoun's dog, Toby, and the gold medal winner. And the Canadians go crazy for Sarah LeBlanc and April, sporting her 2015 Canadian trousers from the WAO. She was a member of the Canadian team in the Netherlands, showing us how it's done, vying for points to be on the Canadian team again. She is really running hard here. Touches down. 42.29 is the time for Sarah LeBlanc and Kate, the Canadians. Only 4 more dogs to go. On course now, Andre Landry and Crash. Also a Canadian, 2 Canadians in a row. Will it be one of the Canadians as the national champion for the UKI US Open? It could happen. We saw Sarah LeBlanc with a 42.29. Of course, Amber McCune at a time of 41.14. So Amber McCune currently having the best time. And 40.8 is the time for Andre Landry and Crash. So I believe that is the fastest time so far. So the new time to beat with just 3 dogs to go. 40.8 currently on course, Susan Cochran and Rex. We did see a bar go down for Susan. And now an off course as we see Rex run by that jump. But they are giving it all they can out there today. Let's hear it for Susan Cochran and Rex. So time to beat, Andre Landry currently in first, 40.80 is the time to beat. Only 2 more dogs to go. We will be having our prize giving ceremonies at the conclusion to crown our 2015 national champions. Here we have Shelley Herman and Tech. Time to beat 40.80. Tech picking up speed now, goes from 8 to 9 safely. Onto the dog walk, easily in the yellow contact, a little wide there to jump tunnel number 12. Over the double, picking up speed again, goes way ahead into the correct end of the tunnel. And Shelley keeps it up. By adding some speed at the end, we have a time of 39.72, so the new time to beat Shelley Herman, only one dog, the one who was the highest seeded after round 2 in this championship, Jennifer Denneries and Tonic. 39.72 is the time to beat, and what a great youthful entry and fast work through those weaves. Number 4 to 5 Queen with a nice little quick turn by Jennifer. Outside from 8 to 9 for a nice approach to that dog walk. Gets the contact tight from 11 to 12. Blind cross after 12 over the double. Number 14 is in the ball. 39.72 the time to beat. We're at 35 right now. And what an effort. You can't blame the dog for running his tail. Jennifer Denneries, what an effort. Would have probably been at 37 seconds or so. Someone has it on video, I'm sure, but what an effort. What a great dog, Tonic. So it will be, unofficially of course, Shelley Herman with a time of 39.72, our 26-inch UKI national champion for 2015 with Tech. What an effort by Jennifer Denneries and Tonic. She gave it her all. Our four judges working hard for 4 days. Why don't you get up on the podium, nuns? There we go. Zip up those jackets, put on the smiles. Martin still looks better than all of you, except for maybe one. Yep, squeak that toy and smile, look proud. We want to thank all of our judges, 3 of you from the U.S., 1 all the way from England. Great courses this weekend, great challenges presented. All of you except Lauren are dismissed ceremoniously. So, the Clean Run UKI 2015 Open National Champions are as follows. We will start it off in our 4-inch division, and we've seen this young man on the podium several times, and here he comes again, Kai McCauley and Sasha, the winner in our 4-inch division. Congratulations with his Papillon Sasha. What a picture that's going to be, bragging rights, perhaps a flashcard or 2 from 4-legged flicks to commemorate the event. Big smile for Kai McCauley and Sasha. Congratulations, well done. We're going to move on to the prizes for our 8-inch select. We have 1 person and 1 very, very special person. WAO team member, international competitor extraordinaire, 14-year-old Kelsey and Dee Gamble, once again on the podium, many times on the podium. So Dee Gamble and Kelsey get another crack at the podium. Congratulations, what an honor it is to have you here. That is our new 8-inch select national champion, Dee Gamble and Kelsey. We're going to move on to our 8-inch division. In the 8-inch division, we had 6 competitors, and the top 3 in this Clean Run sponsored UKI Open Nationals are as follows. 3rd place with a time of 55.27, Rebecca Petoskey and Gracie. That's our Cavalier King Charles, and what a happy little worker Gracie is. 2nd place in our 8-inch division will go to Mike Litchfield and Haas. A Pembroke Welsh 40, time 51.85 on that course as designed by Lauren Duckworth. And 1st place, 8 inches, our UKI 2015 champion, Betsy Lynch and Lorraine. They had a time of 44.72. So congrats to our top 3 in our Clean Run sponsored UKI Open National Championship Final. Here are our champions. 3rd place, Rebecca Petoskey with Gracie, the Cavalier King Charles. 2nd place, Mike Litchfield with Ross, the Pembroke Welsh 40. And in 1st place, we have a peppy little Papillon named Lorraine with Betsy Lynch. Congrats to our 8-inch competitors. We will move on to our 12-inch division. In the 12-inch division, we have the top 3 winning placements. In 3rd place, we have Linda Wilmer and Frenzy. Linda Wilmer and Frenzy, 3rd place. 2nd place in the 12-inch division goes to Itchy, the Boodle on Crack, and Terry Herman. A time of 44.55 on that course. And the clean run UKI Open National Champion for 2015, first place goes to Roger O'Sullivan and Keebler. And not only is Roger O'Sullivan our national champion, but he had the fastest time of 41.68.
Oh, you're fine.
Congratulations to our top three in the 12-inch division. Linda Warmer and Frenzy, Terry Herman and Iji, and Roger O'Sullivan and Keebler. Congrats to you. We're going to move on to the 12-inch select category. Sorry, 16-inch select. Just testing you, Laura. In third place in the 16-inch select, we have Pamela Fish and Edge. Second place in the 16-inch select, one of our two Labrador Retrievers. It is Layla Anakini and Azalee. Congratulations, Layla Anakini and Azalee. What an honor to have you here in your beautiful Labrador Retriever. And first place in his 16-inch select with a time of 41.59, Dudley Fontaine and Sweet, doing it in WAOT style. So congrats to all three of you. We see a Border Collie and a Labrador Retriever up here for their chance at the podium. So exciting to be here. That's right. You are proud winners today. We saw in third place Pamela Fish and Edge, second place Layla Anakini and Azalee, and first place 16-inch select Dudley Fontaine and Sweet, our new Hindenburg-sponsored UKI Open National Champion for 2015. Congrats to all of you. We will move on to our 16-inch regular division. We have our top three as follows. In third place with a time of 42.72, it was Busy and Diane Goodspeed. Long-time international competitor in second place, Lucky and Linda Mecklenburg. Lucky and Linda had a time of 40.49, and by more than a second, the winner earning the top spot right next to the nuns, Judy Riley and Rivet, our 16-inch UKI Open National Champions. Take your place right next to Mary Margarita and Constant Natalie. You have earned it. So going from being a judge last year here at UKI to winning the top honor, Judge Judy says, yeah, I can judge, I can run, I can stand up next to the nuns. Life is good. So congrats to our top three in the 16-inch, Diana Goodspeed and Busy, Linda Mecklenburg and Lucky, and our new clean run sponsored UKI Open National Champion, Judy Riley and Rivet. We're going to move on to the 20-inch select category. We have three of you, lucky and talented enough to take the podium. Third place, will go to Lisa Wells and Aspen. Second place in the 12-inch select with a time of 58.24, Sadie and Samantha Saldana. Our second Labrador Retriever on the podium, going right next to a Golden Retriever. And our clean run UKI Open National Champion 20-inch select, Richard Eggy and Duke. So 3 bronze on the podium. Nice to see. Richard Eggy has no trouble getting up on that high podium and looking proud up there. The tallest part of the room right now. Congrats to our 20-inch select, who all have done well. Lisa Wells and Aspen in third, Samantha Saldana and Sadie in second, and the new champion, Richard Eggy and Duke. In our 20-inch regular class, we had some tough competition, and the top 3 in this National Final Championship for 2015. Third place goes to Maria Duffy and Tumble. They had a time of 48.82. Second place in the 20-inch division goes to Jenna Williams and Dash. They had a time of 45.50. And first place, our new clean run sponsored UKI Open National Champion 20 inches, John Youngblood and Razzles. A bearded collie, how nice to see a bearded collie up on the podium. So congrats to our 3 podium participants here in this 20-inch division. You all look great. You all earned the right to be here. Third place, Maria Duffy. Second, Jenna Williams with Dash. And our new champion, John Youngblood and Razzles. You are the UKI 2015 20-inch champion. We're going to go on now to our dogs with slightly longer legs in the 22-inch division. We saw some really tough competition with, I think, some of the best times we've seen. Third place in the 22-inch division, the honors go to Cynthia Horner and Spice, one of our WAO World Team members. 40.308 was Cynthia and Spice's time. Second place in this 22-inch division, Harlow and Juliana Lund. Juliana and Harlow had a time of 39.45. And in the first place, UKI 2015 National Champion 22 inches, Annie Kyle and Bright Green, with a blazing time of 39.14, expertly done. Bright says, some other dogs have been here, haven't they? Great ears, Bright. Nicely done, everybody. Congratulations to our 22-inch podium participants, our champions, Cynthia Horner and Spice, Juliana Lund and Harlow, and Annie High and Bright Green. Congratulations, well done. And safety goes with the longest legs to last. We now come to the end. We saw this class as presented by Lauren Duckworth, a great course. Our 26-inch third place, Sarah DeBlanc and 26-inch division goes to Torque and Amber McHugh. And our new national champion, clean run sponsored UKI Open 2015 champion 26-inch division, Shelly Berman and Tech, with a time of 39.72. Well done to all three podium winners in the 26-inch division. A great time of 39.72. Hosted by our new champion, Shelly Berman, with her dog Tech. Our third place participant and podium winner was Sarah LeBlanc and Caper, and second place Amber McHugh and Torque. So some great competition and a wonderful course laid out by Lauren Duckworth. We all had fun, and all of our champions are to be congratulated, and all of you who are in the finals. We really respect all that you've done out here and want to thank you all. Congratulations to everybody, and we hope to see you again here next year. Work really hard, think good thoughts, and hopefully we'll see you here again next year. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all for all the hard work, not only for our event coordinators, but all of our volunteers. And for all you competitors, you worked hard for 4 days, and now it's time to celebrate.